Good morning, Boston, and welcome to Lexis News at Night. I'm Adam.
And I'm Michelle. Today's top story, Lexis.
Lexis indeed. When I'm talking about Lexis, I'm talking about being lazy.
But what does being lazy have to do with legal research, Adam?
Why, it has everything to do with legal research, Michelle. It's like wearing your pajamas on the job.
I thought that was a real suit.
Indeed. It's like using your headnotes to make your moot court brief real easy. Let's go to Lauren in the field. What happened to Lauren in the field?
I don't think she took too well to her failure as an anchor.
So what you're saying is she's crying at home in her bedroom. To the bedroom!
How'd you get a camera in my room?
Just tell our audience about the headnotes.
When doing memo research, the lazy way to find relevant cases is to Shepardize by Headnote. When you Shepardize a case, usually, you do not retrieve just relevant cases to your research, but all the cases that have cited to your case. To quickly narrow your search results to your specific relevant issue, use Narrow by Headnote. If you were to Shepardize International Shoe, you would retrieve a list of over 1,800 cases. But, shockingly, you're not writing about in rem jurisdiction. Instead, you're writing about the power to tax an entity for unemployment benefits. If you were to Shepardize by relevant Headnote instead, you'd retrieve a list of 20 cases that are relevant to your issue, not in rem jurisdiction. To do this, simply scroll down to the relevant Headnote and click Narrow by Headnote link that is located below each Headnote. Bam! That's the lazy way to do your research. Now, instead of getting 18,560 cases, you retrieved only 20 other cases to cite International Shoe. You may find that there are multiple headnotes that are relevant to your research, or maybe you decide to narrow by headnote after you've run a Shepard's report. Do you have to go back to narrow by headnote? Absolutely not. To continue to narrow by multiple headnotes, use the post-search filter to narrow by headnotes. If you do a mouse over of the headnote text here at the bottom, it'll remind you of what the headnote is. That way you could be lazy and not go back to the case to figure out exactly which headnote was important to you. In this case, let's suppose that I wanted to also narrow by headnote 6. Voila! Now I have only cases that cite both headnote 9 and headnote 6. Happy searching!
Wow, that sure was lazy.
Indeed. From all of us here at Lexis News, you stay classy, San Diego.
Good night. You know, I think maybe if we got Lauren an unpaid intern, maybe she'd come back.
You mean she'd be in the field instead of her bedroom?
That is what.
I guess that could work.